Today's class, we are going to discuss about appointment of director. So, as per the Companies Act 2013, it prescribes certain ways in which the directors are to be appointed. So, firstly, appointment of first director by the promoter. As you all know that the directors are named in the document called Article of Association, and they are appointed by the promoter as per the clause or the regulation of the Article of Association. In case if the document called article are silent about the appointment of first director, then the question will arise, who will be appointing the first director? Then the subscriber of memorandum of association, who are individual, can be appointed as the director. Suppose if it is a body corporation or it is a firm or an association or a company, cannot be appointed as the director of the company. Only an individual can be appointed as the first director of the company. Secondly, appointment of director at general meeting. As you all know that 2/3 of the total number of director must be appointed by the company in the general meeting of the shareholder. So 2/3 of the total number of director must be appointed by the company in the general meeting of the shareholder. So that is the provision. Thirdly, appointment of directors by the board of director. In case if the board of director appoints the director, then there are certain following ways, that is additional director, casual vacancies and alternate director. Alternate director is not mentioned in the slide, but we need to add that point. So let me explain additional director. So the board of director may appoint the additional director only if it is authorized by the article of association. Otherwise, they do not appoint the additional director. If it is authorized by the article of association, then the board of director appoints the additional director. When they appoint the additional director, they should see that total number should not exceed the maximum number fixed by article of association. So what is the maximum number of director? That is 15. So when they are appointing the additional director, total number of director should not exceed more than 15 director. That they should take into consideration. Until when they will hold the office? So the additional director hold the office up to next general meeting of the company. Nextly, casual vacancies. So when the office of the director is vacated before the expiry of the term, maybe if the term period is 1 year, before 1 year itself he is going to vacate the office. So in such a case, the casual vacancy arises. So this casual vacancy may arise because of death or resignation of the director, or it could be insanity of the director or insolvency of the director. So in such a case, casual vacancy must be filled according to the regulation of the article of association. We have to add that to the document called article of association. So that is about casual vacancies. Then alternate director. So when the board of director has to appoint alternate director. Suppose in case if the existing director is absent for more than 3 months. So in the absence of existing director for more than 3 months, then the alternate director are appointed by the board of directors. So there are 3 cases. One is additional directors are appointed, one is in case of casual vacancy directors are appointed, and the alternate directors are appointed. Nextly, we are having appointment of directors by third party. So who are third parties? The person who has advanced loan to the company. So when I speak about loan, it could be the debenture holders, or it could be the financial corporation or banking companies who have advanced loan to the company. So they are called as third party. Now when the third party will get power to nominate the director or to appoint their nominees as director, only if the article of association gives such power to third party. If the article of association gives such power to third party, then only the third party can appoint their nominee as the director. So they will be called as nominee director. And once again, this number should not exceed more 1/3 of the total number of director. So when they appoint the nominee director, they should not exceed 1/3 of the total number of directors. Next one, appointment of director by proportional representation. So appointment of director by proportional representation means it is based on passing a ordinary resolution. So by passing a ordinary resolution, even the directors are appointed. That means you have studied under last chapter resolution, ordinary and special resolution. So ordinary resolution means based on simple majority of shareholders. So if the directors are appointed only based on the simple majority of the shareholders, then it is called appointment of directors by proportional representation. Last one, appointment of director by central government. Suppose sometimes what happens is, in case of companies, there are unethical issues are going on, or there are mismanagement is going on. So in order to prevent mismanagement of the company, the central government may appoint the director of the company. So they will suggest one person to be appointed as the director of the company. So when the central government appoints the person as the director of the company, that particular director or that particular member should hold at least 1/10 of total voting power. So that director must hold 1/10 of total voting power of the company. Only if they hold the voting power, then only they can be appointed by as a director by the central government. So this is a small topic about appointment of director. So in my next class, let me explain about removal of director. Thank you.